In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use multiple aggregation in Excel. First, open Microsoft Excel and get your worksheet ready. In this example, we're working with a simple sales dataset that includes products and their sales values. The sales numbers are stored in cells B2 through B7. This is the range we'll use throughout the tutorial. Before we jump into formulas, let's quickly clarify what multiple aggregation means in Excel. It simply refers to applying more than one summary calculation to the same set of data. For example, instead of only finding the total, you might also want the average, the number of records, the highest value, and the lowest value. This is especially helpful when building reports, dashboards, pivot tables, or doing general data analysis because it gives you a fuller picture of your data set. The first method is to use individual aggregate functions. This is the most straightforward approach and is great when you want to calculate each summary separately and display them in different cells. To calculate total sales, enter equals sum, then select the range B2 through B7. The formula is each sum B2 B7. This adds all the values in the sales column. To calculate average sales, use average B2 B7. This gives you the mean value of the same range, which is useful when you want to understand typical sales performance rather than the grand total. Next, to count how many sales records are in the range, use equals count B2 B7. Since count only counts numeric values, it works well for a sales column like this. To find the highest sale, enter max B2 B7. This returns the largest number in the range. To find the lowest sale, use equal min B2 B7, which returns the smallest number. Together, these formulas give you a quick summary of the entire data set. Now let's look at the second method, which uses the aggregate function. This function is more flexible because it can perform different types of calculations while optionally ignoring hidden rows, errors, or nested subtotals. The syntax is aggregate, function num, options array k. For a sum, use aggregate 9004 B2 B7. For an average, use aggregate B2 B7. To count numeric records, use aggregate 2004 B2 B7. For the maximum value, use aggregate 4004 B2 B7. And for the minimum value, use aggregate 504 B2 B7. If you're just getting started, individual functions are easier to remember. But if you need more control over how Excel handles errors or hidden data, aggregate is a powerful option to know.